Fan service. That's all I gotta say about this chapter. Fan service. Yay! You know what? Screw it. I got a new drinking game for you guys. Every time you see a nip slip or a vag slip, because I swear to God, Hiro Mashima is not being subtle at this point, take a drink. You'll probably be wasted by the end of this chapter. Yay. Hey guys, Winterspot27 here, bringing you Fairy Tail Chapter 355, Song of the Fairies. So the chapter begins with the Fairy Tail team right back at Ward's place. They're there to collect their reward, which was a potato. But it was actually a joke, because there's no way Ward would give him a potato after dealing with a sub-dark guild, some asshole treasure hunters, a giant bird thing, and bringing back the eternal flame, and learning about End and Zeref. No, they deserve at least a bigger reward than a potato. And then we cut to the girls, and they're in hot spring. Okay, granted, this is one of those relaxation chapters we usually get around Fairy Tail. This one really does take the cake, because not only do we get to see these girls naked, but we also get to see Gray and Natsu naked. There, fan service for the girls and for the guys. But here's the thing, I've seen Gray in the manga many times, topless, even naked a couple times, and it just wore off throughout time. It just never really did anything for me. And Natsu, well, he's Natsu. The reason why both of them are there, by the way, is because this was a unisex hot spring. So not only you get to see Gray and Natsu and the girls, you get to see Ward too. Ew. I got nothing against the elderly folk, but ew. I really do not want to see naked old guys. Frankly, this chapter felt like it was filler to me, because not a lot of new information we learned. We also got a gag about Erza once sharing baths with Gray and Natsu. I don't know when this happened, and apparently they're freaking out because Erza wants to wash their backs. Okay, but when it came to Lucy, they have no reaction whatsoever because they've seen Lucy naked many times. Okay, I can understand Natsu, but since when has Gray saw Lucy naked? You know what? I don't want to know. Tons of fan service seeing the girls naked, you know, boobs, ass, and I swear to God, I think I almost saw Erza's vagina twice. So you know what? I said this many times before, I might as well just say it again. Hiro, if you want to make a hentai, make a hentai. Seriously. And that's honestly the majority of this chapter. These guys relaxing in the hot spring, which, okay, fine, no problem and all, but since this is Hiro Mashima and this is Fairy Tail, I'm usually tired of this fan service, but since this is like one of those filler chapters, I think I'll just let it slide because they're just relaxing. Okay, fine. But at least it's not unintentional fan service, I guess, but still, considering we've seen fan service shoved down our throats many times throughout many chapters, it gets downright annoying. Now, you know, after Fairy Tail shenanigans, it was revealed that Ward was also one of the founding fathers of Fairy Tail. He reveals it to them, and everybody's all surprised about this. So right after we nearly see Gray's crotch, no, I'm seriously not kidding, it's just blocked by an exclamation bubble, and of course seeing Erza washing Natsu's back. Oh boy, here we go again with the Fairy Tail friendships. Jeez, even if Mavis isn't there, she still has a way of spewing all the stuff about Fairy Tail and friendship and all that. The speeches like, anybody can overcome any walls with the power of emotions. Remember that one? God, I didn't really like that chapter. Anyway, Ward then goes on his speech, or basically this special song that Mavis goes on about. Fairy tale, a guild with bonds between the souls of mages, which are even thicker than blood. That spirit carries on even now, and you have all succeeded that. That very spirit will become the key to your successes and triumphs. I felt that in the moment I met you all. Mavis once said, comrade isn't simply a word. Comrades are about hearts. It's the unconditional trust in your partners. Please feel free to lean on me, and I too will lean on you as well. There will be painful times, sad times. I'll be with you through thick and thin. You are never alone. The hopes we carry are matched by the number of stars twinkling in the night sky. The rustling of the wind on your bodies are premonitions for what's to come tomorrow. Now let us take a stroll to the melody from the Song of Fairies. Yeah, there you go. Well, we gotta at least have some sort of friendship speech in this arc, I guess. I'm sorry. It's just, I would think that this would be really nice and emotional and all that. But the problem is with fairy tale, it shoves the constant themes of love, friendship, magic, and fairy tale bonds and friends and nakamas and all of that. And constantly, nearly every single goddamn chapter, and shove it down our throats. That's why I cannot feel happy about it. I mean, it's nice and all, but I'm like, because I've heard this thing many times before. Even with Mavis. Even during the Grand Magic Games. And the problem is with this chapter is that you can't help but get distracted by the fan service since they're in a hot spring. I got nothing with hot spring scenes, but it's usually cliche in many anime and many manga. And at least they share one for once, which is very rare in anime and manga, which, okay, fine. But the fan service, I swear to God, I could have sworn I almost saw some of the girls' nipples. Or the girls' vaginas. Hiro is not even being subtle at this point. Natsu asked Warren if he knew anything about the Book of Zeref or End, but he has no idea about it. But he did know about Tartarus. Granted, information about Tartarus has been very scarce. I mean, we have no idea like how many guild members there are, who's the leader of Tartarus, also where their headquarters are, and who's in that guild. Well, we know two. That harpy lady girl, and Silver the ice demon slayer, devil slayer, sorry. But according to key witnesses, there have been meetings of Tartarus where they gather to worship demons. But, okay, if they worship demons, then what I don't understand is why is there an ice devil slayer, since devil slayers are meant to kill demons, inside a guild that worships demons? There's also a possibility that Tartarus has the Book of Zeref, which we actually see the book. I don't think have we ever seen the book before? I don't know, but this book has been foreshadowed many times. It was the one that made Doriarte a demon, probably created a bird thing. It made Deliora a demon, Lullaby, etc., etc. And now we're finally learning more about this book. It is now in the possession of Tartarus, which is, well, it's a possibility now. It's a theory created by Ward, but I'm going to assume, yes, it's likely. Now, what is Tartarus's intentions? We still don't know. What are they going to do with the book? We still don't know. So basically the chapter ends with Natsu pissed off, wanting to find that guild, giving them an old 1-2 as usual, but accidentally hits Erza, and Erza kicks his ass, and yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that was Fairy Tail chapter 355. What did I think? It's okay for the Fairy Tail members to relax and all, but considering that this is, it felt like filler to me because not a lot of new information has been revealed. I mean, the only information we learned about is the Book of Zeref is now being possessed by Tartarus, and Tartarus is a demon worshipping guild. That's all we know at the moment. The problem is, I always felt with this chapter is that the fan service can really distract the readers, and if you learn about the information, that's fine, but the fan service can distract you from that information because, I mean, that information is being told while you have panels of Lucy and Arizal and fuck-ass naked. Not only that, but Natsu and Gray as well, which, whatever. I don't know. I don't really care much that they're naked, especially Gray and Natsu. I mean, if there are, like, other cooler characters, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, next week's chapter is called Tartarus Arc Prologue. Now, this is definitely something I'm looking forward to, because this is the beginning of a new arc. Probably the final arc, I'm not really sure, maybe. But this is going to be about Tartarus. Hopefully next week we'll learn more information about them, since it's called the Prologue. So maybe we'll learn more about Tartarus. The whole spiel about what Mavis said to Ward, that Ward said to them, which was probably said to from Mavis. Okay, I mean, it seems nice, but the problem is with fairy tale, they always say the same things over and over and over again, like they have to shove it down our throats many times, or it gets really annoying. That's nice and all, but yeah, I don't know. This is just probably me. Overall, the fan service is again crazy as always because Hiro Mashima, but this is because of it's a hot spring scene. But we do learn a little bit of new information, a tiny bit at least. Yeah, I think I would prefer next week's chapter over this one because I don't really much care for the fan service at this point. And as for the nice little friendship speech that Mavis once said to Ward, which he now said to Fairy Tail, it's, I don't know. I don't hate the chapter, but I don't like it that much. I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. But anyway, it's just... Eh. So yeah. Also next week, the chapter is going to be 33 pages with colors. So hopefully those 33 pages will be worth it. They'll show like lots of information about Tartarus or show some really cool things and not just used to fill up space. So yeah, that is Fairy Tail chapter 355, Lunar Spiral 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.